Finals MVP. And he just keeps on getting better, Kenny.
His ability to guard multiple positions. His length can bother point guards. His strength and size can bother power forwards. I mean, this guy does it all. He can ball hawk, and he's patient. You know, as the San Antonio Spurs are as a team, very patient and very diligent.
In the middle, number 3, Omer Ashik.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. And the Spurs looking for Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for Ashik. Riley comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Spates checked in for Duncan. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Sessions subbed in for Tony Parker. On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. West out there with Maurice Spates. And it's Sessions in at the 1 spot. And a wide-open look for Freak. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboard. These second-chance buckets are killing them.
And Davis sends it back.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's West. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Riley gets it to go.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Feeds it to Spates. Spates missing again.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Boy, a nice display of passing out there, guys. I mean, 7 of their last 10 points assisted on.
And a great way to break down the defense. Spread the floor and move the ball. That really puts a lot of pressure on your opponent.
Evans dishes to Cole. And here's Freak. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Green with the ball. Out defended by Freak. And stolen by Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Evans outside. Here's Davis. San Antonio with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, nicely up top. Spacing.
He played outstanding. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And with his great size, he's a big-time force around the rim.
I like the way he goes after rebounds. He thinks every one of them is his. Same with blocking shots.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Cunningham, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Pondexter in for Tyreek Evans. And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in. Spurs trail by 18. Sessions with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Dishes it to Spates. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Riley against Leonard. Fires high post. Riley can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
New Orleans leading by 13. Cole, the pass to Anderson. Drills it from outside. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
And that one's good. Sessions.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Riley against Leonard. Right through the D for the layup. 14 points for Freak.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Leonard attacking. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Riley gets it to go.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Here's Mills. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And stolen by Freak. Down low. And Cole kicks to Pondexter. Lets the three fly. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans.
And in Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate Tony Parker talked about playing alongside truly one of...
It's unbelievable.
It's both unbelievable and amazing, you'd have to agree, talking about Tim Duncan and how he continues to stay near the top of his game.
You know, Kevin, they say nobody has ever defeated Father Time. But you know what? There have been a couple bigs that you'd have to say are the exceptions. Kareem being one, and then obviously now what Tim Duncan has been able to do over the course of his career. Just unbelievable.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the three ball, the long-range shooting.
Riley in a two-guard. Ryan Anderson out there with Gordon. Then it's Omer Ashik. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with 25 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep...
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Trailblazers.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
And I think most fans thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, they had missed their opportunity. And overtime wasn't going to go their way. But I tell you what, you got to give them credit for pulling it out.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Pondexter. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Riley. His three-pointers off the mark.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
And Mills kicks to Sessions. West draws the double. And stolen by Freak. Moving it up. Rips Dowaway slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
The Spurs have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. West has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending. Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Mills with it. Out defended by Freak. Out to Sessions. The dish to Mills. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. That's always valuable. Not just a win, but seeding advantages down the line. I'm looking forward to this.
Leonard attacking. Goes back up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans leading by 19. Cole dishes to Freak. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Cole the pass to Cunningham. Pondexter kicks to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Another one falls for New Orleans.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Spates. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. New Orleans gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Cole dishes to Freak. And stolen by Spates. Here's Sessions. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sessions has got 5 now.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Now here's Freak. Got it off in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. So as we conclude the first half, so far...
Coach, you're going to...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Ashe. Riley comes in for Gordon, and Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. On the floor for San Antonio, Sessions out there with Mills, then it's Green, then there's West, and it's Spates in at center.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Riley kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. That drops. 26 points for Freak.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate. That time, D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Spade sets a screen for Sessions. Shot off the pick. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Mills with the steal. Out left to the wing. Spurs passing it around. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Inside, here's Evans. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Spates sets a screen. Here's Sessions, and the rejection by Riley. Here's Cole. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Davis, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
New Orleans making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in. Now here's Freak, covered by Mills.
Move the ball.
Now Freak, 26 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Cole's shot is good.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
No good from Spates.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Riley. Another one falls for New Orleans. And here's Sessions. He's got 5. On the wing, Green. Picked by West. The 3 from Mills. And he gets it to go. Mills has got 7 points in the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Freak with it. 28 points for him. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spurs have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Spates has got 5 points in the quarter.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. There's 1:26 left in the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. No good. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Cole, last season's performance averaged 7 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Leonard, he's checked in for Green. And Spates gets it to go.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Cole, the pass to Riley. .34 seconds left to play in the third. They double him with West. Shot clock at 6. Cole can't drop the tough three-pointer. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now the pass to Sessions. Here's Spates. Misses the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And we welcome on here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And San Antonio shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Riley in at shooting guard. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Holiday in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. No good from Ginobili. Pelicans shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Ajinça, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ajinça's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New Orleans. Now here's Parker. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Riley. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Doubled by Riley. Parker kicks to Anderson, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Inside, here's Leonard. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Kicks it to Freak. To the left side wing. Pondexter dishes to Freak. Leonard with the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. Holiday with the block. He feeds it to Freak. The shot from the low post is good. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Ginobili kicks to Anderson. Back to Ginobili. The 3. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Free throw good. Freak. Gordon checked in for Drew Holiday. And San Antonio also making a switch. Boris Diaz checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And both free throws good for Riley. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Passes to Ginobili. Ginobili draws the double. To the paint. Parker's shot is off. Parker with the steal. Here's Anderson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Riley passes it to Ajinça. And it falls over the rim and in. Ajinça's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
They double-team Ginobili. Out to Parker. Uncovered. Parker with another miss.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
To the inside. And it's Ajinça missing. And San Antonio shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Parker with it. And it's Gordon picking him up, and he gets it to go.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Sticking too much.
He dishes it to Pondexter. Cans the shot from the wing.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Spates with a screen on Riley. It's Parker with the drive. Parker with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Free throw good. Free.
Two shots.
And both free throws good for Riley. Spurs shooting 47%, pretty solid. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Freak by himself. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Parker drives in, and Spates gets it to go.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Parker against Riley. The feed to Pondexter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Kept alive. Cunningham. Off target at the rim.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Ginobili with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Anderson dishes to Spates. Pelicans pull it in. Here is Riley, and he gets it to go.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Diaw sets the pick for Parker. Pass to Spates. That one a little long.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage, and as a result, they've got a big lead.
And stolen by Freak. To the inside, and he lays it straight in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
It's Parker with the drive. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
And San Antonio shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And stolen by Freak, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Cole's checked in for New Orleans. And San Antonio also making a switch. Mills, he's checked in for Tony Parker. And here's Mills from the arc, and he gets it to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Riley against Ginobili. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Lock at 6. Here's Wooden. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
And stolen by Freak for the finish. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. It's not possible what we just caught. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Unusually,
you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Now Mills. To the middle. Here's Spates. And that one's good.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And Cole kicks to Freak. With the shot. And the jumper falls for him. Freak's got 54 points.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Pulls up. Misses. So we see New Orleans taking it.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Yeah, I think it's up there for sure. I don't think I've had many other games where I've been this effective on the offensive end. There might have been a few where I've had a more complete game, but this is probably the most best offensive game I've had so far, for sure.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the...
Why couldn't you find a way to stop you tonight?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask them that. I just took what they gave me and was fortunate enough to get some buckets. So no complaints here.
It was a great win for the team tonight. What can you take out of such a positive overall performance?
Well, winning a game like this gives us a lot of momentum going forward. So we just got to take that, keep running with it, and be careful not to let it get to our heads, right?
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Okay, wow. We turning this press conference into an episode of As the Freak Turns or something, because I know you didn't just go from talking basketball to asking me when I'm going to propose to the most beautiful girl in the world. Hi, baby. I know you're listening, Yvette. So let's just say that she knows exactly where we stand, and the rest ain't none of your business. All right? That's it for tonight, y'all. Thank you.
Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down.
We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan. The Raptors have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Carroll with a screen on Holiday. Now here's Joseph. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And Riley gets it to go. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step, man. Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed. Out well and force them to put the basketball on the floor.
Dante Cunningham's checked in for the Pelicans. Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Doubled by Riley. Outside DeRozan. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
New Orleans shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
New Orleans making a switch here. Cole's checked in. Now here's Joseph. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The Raptors shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first free throw is good. So he gets them both.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Here's Cole. Pass to Anderson. Now the feed to Freak. Shoots. And he knocks down the jumper. Freak's got 6. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Now here's Freak. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Carroll passes to Powell. Shoots from the baseline, and he nails the jumper.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Here's Riley. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Freak's got 14 points for the game.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Hickson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the San Antonio Spurs.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The shot by Powell, no good. Here's Riley. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now the Raptors moving it up. Shot is no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but...
Come on, New Orleans!
And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, you know, I don't even know if winning the championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball. Or handball. Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry, and it's Ross in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He finished with 54 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Riley.
Aaron Gordon.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And Toronto will go for a different look here. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Tamari Carroll comes in for Patrick Patterson. Powell, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's DeRozan in for Corey Joseph. And so here's Toronto. Pelicans leading by 12.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Here's the screen off the pick. The shot by Powell, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And what a tremendous game for DeRozan. He's got 13 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Freak with it. 22 points for him. The pass to Davis. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from DeRozan.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Cole dishes to Freak to the right side. Baseline try, and DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. DeRozan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by DeRozan. Pelicans leading by 11. Goes up on the wing. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And now 24 points for Freak.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jumps up.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Over to the wing. Shoots it up. Again, the Pelicans score.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Raptors trail by 15. Out to the right wing from past the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. 15 seconds left here in the second. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Lowry. 22 points for DeMar DeRozan. And so here is New Orleans. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Feeds to Cunningham. With 1 on the clock. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that brings the first half to a close.
I'm alongside Coach Casey, and Coach, you guys are getting...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter. He's checked in for New Orleans. And Toronto also making a switch. Joseph's checked in. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Riley. And it's Ashik in at the 5 spot. That's the Pelicans 5.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
DeRozan against Riley. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 30 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
And Riley gets it to go.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And Davis sends it back.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And DeRozan, here we go. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. DeRozan's got 26. New Orleans leading by 20. Here is Riley. He's got 32. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there.
Oh, my goodness. This fella's gonna hurt somebody with a dunk like that. Probably will hurt himself.
Oh, there's too much fun to be had.
And he's having it. That had to be fun.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Misses in close. And for the Raptors, they're shooting for the game at 42%. And stolen by Freak. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
And DeRozan, here we go. Got it from 16 feet. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter. New Orleans leading by 23. Evans passes to Riley. And here is Joseph. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game from 12 feet out. Excellent D there from Holiday. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Riley. The rebound by Patterson.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Evans' shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And looking at some numbers for Davis, great showing for him last season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 10 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
Norris Cole, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. To the inside, Powell. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Terrence Ross.
J.J. Hickson.
Kicks it to Powell. Valanciunas with a screen on Riley. It's stolen by Davis. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And Freak throws it down hard.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
Assist from.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah, right. Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Carroll kicks to Powell. Just 4 to shoot. Shot by Joseph, no good. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Passes to Anderson. Dishes to Cole. Davis sets a screen. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Good on the shot. Freak's got 45 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Joseph dishes to Powell. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Bangs home the trifecta. Carroll's got 5 now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
To the left wing. Pass to Riley. Back to Anderson. New Orleans moving it around. Davis sets a screen. Davis setting the pick for Freak. Off the pick. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Gas break. Here come the Raptors. Now here's Joseph. D right on him. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Here's Powell. Riley covering, and that one's good. He has 7.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Gordon's checked in. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anderson. Cunningham comes in for Anthony Davis. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Riley in for Gordon. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for J.J. Hickson. Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got DeRozan. Powell is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot. And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game Valanciunas has been having, he has 12 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Valanciunas hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And Riley gets it to go.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Powell. Riley covering. The shot by Powell, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And one team is just completely outclassing the tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
You're right, Steve. In and out performance across the board. They were just at times, Mark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And DeRozan kicks to Hickson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Powell kicks to DeRozan. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
My fault. My fault.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Freak. From deep three-point range, he connects. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Way to play, boy. Way to play. Hey.
Well, Tyreek, a very confident game for this basketball team. What?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat it.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the road to the finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we